Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us this morning. A very good morning to you. Kenneth, let's start off with you. 2009 Black Motion, you just have that split. It's now about what do I do to launch myself and solidify my purpose and to solidify myself in the music business. Talk to us a little bit about that journey.
When the journey started, we started with the rhythmic elements, Rhythmic element guided us. We became Black Boys. Then we moved from Black Boys to Black Motion. Then we splitted, then Afrikan Roots. That's when Afrikan Roots was, that's when we started about Afrikan Roots. So many years later, we are moving into second generation of Afrikan Roots. We are about the talent search. We are about making sure that the Soshanguve gets the recognition that they deserve, because we've been in the industry and making sure that we are on the waves for a very long time. So that's where we are now with our gentlemen here from Fast Track. Soshanguve Crossing gave us a platform in partnership with Fast Track. Then now we are developing second generation of Afrikan Roots. Well,
listen, I must say that I'm a big fan of, number one, the rhythmic element sign, but also number two, the Afrikan Roots sign, because it's just so, it's music that is sustainable, it's music that lives on forever. We can all relate with it. It's got some grounding to it, right? And it's just such a beautiful sound that we must always continue to play. But let's talk a little bit from Fast Track's perspective, right?
Sure.
About your partnership with Kenneth as well as Afrikan Roots. Just talk to us a little bit about how it came about and what was the intention of it.
Okay. Looking at where our stores are based, they are based in previously disadvantaged communities. So we felt that it is an opportunity for Fast Track to give back to those communities in helping nurture youth that's coming up. Every young DJ, vocalist and a producer that starts off, they basically walk into a Fast Track store, because we are that store that brings about the microphones and your equipment that's basically being used by Afrikan Roots. And we thought that we would partner with them and try and bring the next generation of Afrikan Roots, because it's not only about the current generation, but it's the generations to come. And I think it was fitting for us, considering that it is the Youth Month.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk a little bit about bringing in the next generation, because we're bringing in the next generation of musicians here, and I actually call them music artists, because you have to be able to be an actual artist and to actually hone your craft and to actually work on your craft, right? And working on your craft takes years. It takes a lot of times, and you've been pushed out and pushed back and fighting it and coming back up again. What will it take, and what kind of a young person is needed to sustain themselves in this business? Because I think there's so many artists that come, and then 2-3 years later, you don't even remember them. Exactly. What does it take to be sustainable in this game?
The first thing that you need to do, just love what you do. Your craft must come first. Let's not come and do music for the sake of getting money, because if you put money first, then it becomes a problem through your journey, because there are a lot of challenges, But if you love your craft, it becomes easier, because the love that you have pushes you to the direction that you have to be. So establishing the talent within you, that's what will drive you through the generations to come. That's what I always tell the people that want to join Afrikan Roots, that when you come here, just know it's not going to be an easy journey, because we have a lot of challenges, But if you love what you do, you can overcome anything.
Yeah, and it's about creating real art forms, like purists and artists, and music in itself is an art form, right? And you guys help from a capacity perspective. I mean, I call you guys a supporting cast, because without sound, there's no music, right? So you guys help in with the capacitating of it. And let's talk a little bit about how important it was for you to be involved with this. It was a talent search for the next generation of Afrikan Roots. Why was it so important to be a part of it?
As I've mentioned before, that it is us giving back. Fast Track is 20 years now, so it is a youth in its own self. So for us, it was important so that we can give back to the communities that we are based in. And we don't want it to be only in Soshanguve. We want it to be in all the communities that Fast Track is based in.
Do young people know about Fast Track? Because I only feel like people that understand the music business, people like sound engineers, technical producers, and the like within our media space, they would love it and they know it, of course. But how do you start making yourself known to even the young people and also the kind of services that you guys offer?
That's why we've partnered with the likes of Afrikan Roots and the communities that we are in, the locations that our stores are based in, enables us to get to more youth, and we would like to take them off the streets and focus on crafting their talent in terms of music, in terms of producing and recording, doing podcasts, and we would be providing the equipment at an affordable prices, and our partnership with Afrikan Roots, I think, will put Fast Track more in the map.
Yeah, because ultimately it's about young people understanding that there are different forms of income. You know, there are different ways to make an income and revenue, and the creative industry perhaps needs a little bit more of education on that. A lot of people think that the best way that I'm able to make sustainable money in this country is either I'm an actor or an actress, or I've got a job on TV, or I've got a job on radio, and the creative industries needs to find a way of being pushed, including looking at the music business.
Exactly. You know, I would really like to appreciate the Soshanguve Crossing as well, because they've given us a platform to invite youth to come to Soshanguve Crossing so that we can be able to educate them and turn their artists into business. That's the aim. We'll be holding more workshops in Soshanguve. You know, Afrikan Roots is from Soshanguve, Black Motion is from Soshanguve, Maporis is from Soshanguve, just to name a few. You can understand the kind of talent that is in Soshanguve. So that's where we are going to start with this movement and grow it out of Soshanguve.
Well, it definitely is, and more than anything else, it's lifting up young people from these places of just being disadvantaged and feeling as though nobody actually hears them. So congratulations to you both, and keep with the fight and keep encouraging our young people to really be superstars in the country. Do not go anywhere, because you want to stay tuned for a performance coming in from Afrikan Roots. It's happening after the break. They are in studio. They're going to be performing for us.